So now another important question I will explain for you. It is not traditionally repeated question. It's not traditional, but this is one question where most of the people are unable to answer. Okay, what is the difference between child C is equal to new child, parent P is equal to new child? There may be a chance to ask, what is the difference between these two things? What is the advantage of this approach? What is the disadvantage of this approach? The same thing is applicable for here also. So when we should go for parent reference to hold child object, when we can use child reference, child object, right? Okay, very simple terminology. So what is the difference between child C is equal to new child and the parent P is equal to new child? I have to explain. What is the difference between child C is equal to new child, parent P is equal to new child? Okay, this here. Sometimes we may not aware exact runtime object. Best example for you. I have one array list is there. Legend first. I have one array list is there. Assume it is the array list. Here, this is the first object, second object, third object, fourth object, like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, dot, dot. What these things? Indexes. These are the objects, right? Assume that. Now, array list can hold any type of object. Array list can hold any type of object. Now, can you array list? Can you tell what is your first element? I want to get L dot get of 0. I want to get L dot get of 0. I want to get the first object. If I want to get the first object, this object is what type? It may be student object, it may be customer object, or it may be string object. We don't know. If we don't know exact runtime type of object, then we can hold that by using parent reference. Are you getting? So the return type of get method in array list class is object. Why? Because the return type of get, it may be student or customer or string buffer. That's why. So the return type is object we declared. Are you able to understand it? So now the first conclusion, when we should go for this approach, if we don't know exact runtime type of object, I don't know what is the exact runtime type of object, this approach is recommended. If I know exact runtime, boss, object is the string object only, then directly use a string reference to hold that object. If the object is the string object, use a string reference to hold that object. If we know exact runtime type of object, then we can use this one. If we don't know exact runtime type of object, then we can hold that object by using what? Parent reference, right? I hope the first point is clear for all of you, right? Okay, this. So when we should go for this approach, okay, this. Add first point. Okay, this. If the runtime object is the string object, use a string reference only. If the runtime object is the string buffer, use a string buffer only, right? Okay, this. But when we should go for this approach, if we don't know exact runtime type of object, then we can hold that by using parent reference, because parent can hold any type of child object. Okay, this. Add. So here just let me go for one more example so that you people may get clarity. Yeah, L is what? Array list. Array list can contain any type of object. I don't know what is this object. Okay, it may be string or student or customer. Now we can hold this object by using parent reference. So parent reference can be used to hold any child object. Happily we can able to capture. Okay, this is one example. Let me go for one more example so that you people can feel comfortable, right? Suppose I have one method m1 is there. Within this method, based on processing, I may return array list object or linked list object or vector object or stack object. Based on processing, my runtime object may be array list or linked list or vector or stack. I don't know. Then what return type I have to keep for this method? Can I keep array list? If I can take array list, then we can return. We should return only array list, but not linked list or vector. Can I take linked list? If I take linked list, this method should return only linked list object, but not array list or vector or stack. That's why which thing can cover all these things? If you observe, list is the parent interface of array list, linked list, vector and stack. That's why happily you can keep the return type of this method is list. Okay, so if I want to call m1, then list L is equal to m1 like we can keep. It may be array list object or linked list object like. So if we don't know runtime type of object, then we should use this approach. Is it clear, right? When we should go for polymorphism approach, when we should go for normal approach is nothing but like. Now see this one. If I use a child reference, there is one advantage is that. What is the advantage is? All methods present in the child class, present in the parent class, we can able to call on this child reference. Okay, this is. So on the C reference, we can call both the parent and child class methods, right? But yeah, there is one problem is that parent reference can be used to hold child object, but by using this reference, we can call only methods available in the parent class. Child specific methods we can't call. Is it clear? So advantage is we can hold any child object, but the disadvantage is we should restrict only methods available in the parent class. Child specific methods we can't call. Is it clear, right? Add this point also. Add second. That's all. Are you able to understand? So here, what is the problem? What is the advantage? The problem here is we can hold a child reference to hold only child object. Are you getting? We can't hold any other type. But we can use parent reference to hold any type of child object. Is nothing but like one. Next, by using child reference advantage, we can call both parent and child class method. But by using parent reference, we can call only methods available in parent class. Are you getting right? Next, third point better to take. This point once again I am keeping with more elaboration. Okay, this is. So it is a polymorphism call. This is the non-polymorphism call. Anyway, right? So what is the difference between child C is equal to new child, parent P is equal to new child? So when we should go for this approach, when we should go for this approach? If we know exact runtime object, then we should use this approach. If we don't know exact runtime type of object, then we should use this approach. Is it clear, right? Okay, that's all.